Cool. What's up? So as we wait to get into the game here.
Yeah, so I would say that neither of these team comps are even remotely standard.
Yeah, no, it's not. This is not a meta team comp at all for either team.
In terms of like overall, which team comp's probably better?
Talking about late game.
Well, late game, I think it's pretty obvious that the Diana team, Ravenous 5 team comp's better simply because Vigar scales to such a ridiculous level, and eventually Echo stops being as useful as he once was.
Yeah.
You've also got the counter of Wukong Diana, so like Malphite becomes sort of useless because no matter what, Wukong's going to get his ult off, and Diana's going to go in with him. And then on top of that, you've got the Taric, what I would like to say the bullshit Taric, where you basically just get to ult your entire team.
True.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I do know that like
League of Lawyers can get some really good picks off if they play it right.
League of Lawyers is pretty much the most solid team we have here in terms of elo. Like they're just really solid across the board. But unfortunately for them, they are going against a player who arguably beats many master level and challenger level mid laners on a consistent basis, also known as my brother. So we'll see how that goes. I would say because of the fact that they have such an inexperienced top laner in Logical, as long as Logical doesn't feed and listens to the calls, Wukong's pretty brain dead. I mean, he will be able to one-shot the Nami pretty much every single time.
Yeah, you get a good Wukong ult, and then Diana just follows up right after that, and that can just eliminate like one or two people right off the bat in a fight.
I really hope that this does what I want it to do. Okay, move that.
All right, sweet. We are getting into the game here.
Dope. Did exactly what I wanted it to. And now we're gonna switch. Switch.
Yeah, I think for
There we go.
this, the lane phase will really definitely determine. I think because obviously Saber's going to win his lane. I think it's just a matter of how hard he stomps his lane, and then it's a matter of how well they do in bot lane, and how well top lane goes for logical. Or is it illogical?
I don't even know.
I can't tell if that's an I or just a. I guess that's an I. Let's call him logical for right now. He might make some illogical plays, but we'll see.
Trying to pull up the dashboard here.
Is that tab? Yeah.
Now, how do I lock it?
I don't remember. It's been so long since I've used the
interface.
Yeah. Spectator mode. So as he's going through the Asha, we figure this out right quick. You can see on the mini map here, about a standard spread out. Looks like no invades at any side. Ravenous 5 is just kind of taking their whole line of the jungle, just making sure there's no invades. About the same for League of Lawyers. Warwick's going to be starting red. Dan's going to be starting blue. So we could see that early gank onto Logical top lane. And see if he prepares and wards out for that. So we go in here.
There we go. I'm a genius. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, preferably, we want to hide. Apologies for the.
This is our guinea pig game. We're getting everything sorted and figured out for this game, so every other game can be smooth as butter. So as we start out here,
Okay, we'll just deal with it for this
respective
game.
lanes here. Now, now this bot lane, the poke won't matter as much from the Ezreal because the Nami can pretty much just out heal everything that the Ezreal would dish out. But if Taric is able to land a stun, potentially either on the Ashe or the Nami, I think they have the higher burst potential. And now, yeah, there's a stun.
Yeah,
He's down to half.
He's getting destroyed right there.
Oh. Goes in. Gets him down to about 20%. Ashe pops her one potion there.
Yep.
Nami heal, yeah, back up to half.
Let's take a look here.
You got the Echo pushing up on the Veigar a little bit in the first couple levels. That's to be expected, though.
Yeah,
Veigar needs all of his abilities to really.
You'll also notice that Echo has already popped one potion.
Oh yeah, he has. He's popped. Actually, just popped the
he
second
just popped
one.
his
too.
second one. Okay, so a standard jungle clear, you should be done by 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm jungle main, so I know that ridiculousness. And you'll notice that it's 3 minutes and 17 seconds into the game, and Diana just got level 3, whereas Warwick for some reason had to back. I am not sure why.
Without getting his blue.
Yeah, without getting his blue. This is a great ward by the enemy team, by the way.
I didn't even notice them putting that there.
Yeah, so this is completely pushed in. You'll notice that the farm is 15 to 19 in the bot lane, so is winning by basically almost a full wave. I mean, everything's going pretty swimmingly right now, I'd say, for all the teams.
Yeah. Let's see. Wukong's pushed up in top lane there. He's actually up in farm as well right now.
Move this around here.
Now, I'm curious. I would assume as soon as either mid lane or top lane, or not mid lane or bot lane gets a kill, I think especially on Ravenous 5, they'll be looking to get that Infernal Drake as quick as they can. And League of Lawyers, what I would assume they would try and attempt to go for a sneak.
So Warwick's coming up here. He just pinked ward. He's just covering his bases here. This is overall pretty slow. Ezreal is completely out of mana, basically. So he seems to be overspamming his moves a little bit here.
I would just guess. Oh,
what's going on here? He's taking his Krugs. Okay, Veigar is
got the kill. He's out of there.
Getting out with the first blood. Let's jump back there a little bit. See what happened. Okay, so Echo went in for some reason. He gets the auto attack off.
The ignite.
Gets the kill.
Yep. Yeah, that I don't understand that. That was an iffy call on the Echo for trying to go in on that one.
Okay, so bot lane just went back. You'll see Ezreal has
tier.
Tier.
Plus halfway there towards the Sheen. He's got the blue crystal.
And this top lane's going, about even. They're about even in CS.
They're just kind of trading back and forth.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect...
but Echo's coming in for the gank here.
Yeah. He knows it.
And he's going to get out alive.
Yep.
Malphite, did Malphite have ult there?
Is he 6?
Malphite does have ult, and he is 6.
And he,
I have a feeling that he probably didn't level up his 6 fast enough there, and so he did not go for the ult, because that was almost a guaranteed kill.
either that or he was low on mana though, too.
Yeah, he might not have had enough mana for that. It was pretty close across the board.
Or if he did have enough.
Oh, we've got mid lane happening again here, and
I think.
oh wow,
Yeah,
that was a great stun lock by them.
Yeah.
Great stun lock.
Beaker gets locked down and killed. Retribution. Justice served back. Trading.
Yeah, so they just backed. They don't have much going on here. We'll watch Warwick farm a little bit.
I am curious though when first team to make a play on that Infernal Drake, because that's so huge. For
So
just
they're going up to
in the
ward.
game.
It looks like. I believe Diana probably called for the dragon here.
Yeah, but they want to ward it to make sure Warwick doesn't just sneak in there and
Yeah,
take
so Diana's coming in here. Okay, so she's just warding. I thought she might have been going in there to invade. It was a little bit late on the invade, so usually you go around 7 minutes to go into their jungle to try and take it, depending on which side they started. One thing that I notice about like junglers that aren't haven't played at a really high level, they don't understand how to time jungle camps. So like, if you do, blue right at the beginning, and you go immediately either to your Gromp or you go over here to a Wolves on this side. Ooh. I think he's going to get this kill. Yeah, so Vigar already 2-1 and is a late game character, so he's just going to keep getting better and better and better. But yeah, so if you finish your jungle around 2 minutes and 30 seconds, that means you either did Gromp or you did Wolves if you're starting on red side. So that means that, since the jungle camps take like a minute, etc., to get up, you should know pretty much exactly where everyone's pathing if you know where they started.
Warwick.
Yeah, and he does not see this Warwick at all. Luckily, Diana is around, but he's gonna get locked up here if he doesn't watch out. Yeah,
Yep.
And that's just what happens. So I think.
But that is the Warwick ult and the Malphite ult burn for that kill. As well.
Also, in general, like Warwick being right there. It's not, Warwick, but Wukong being right there in the middle there just isn't really necessarily a good place to be standing to begin with, because you're not really on like a good side to live regardless. He needs to be like staying more into the middle of his lane or in the back of his lane rather than.
I think he got picked off trying to ward in the river.
Yeah.
Because you see that there's the ward in the river bush, and I think it's just really bad timing on that. Are they gonna? Ooh, Diana misses.
I believe there was a ward actually like around here that was that blocks this basically. So there was really no reason for Warwick to ever be pathing along here to begin with. So I think we
just chalk that up to inexperience.
Yeah, I think we're seeing him struggle a little bit in this, and also I have a feeling that they probably looked up these players before the game started and realized that hey, this is probably the least experienced player on the team. Luckily, they do have the god Vigar, who is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and keep one-shotting people on their team.
As well right now, Ezreal's up about 17 CS there.
Yes, Hazards is doing really well.
He's doing work down there. It's even score, just zeros across the board down bottom lane, but just the farm.
And I would really say that Ashe Nami probably wins this lane early. But once 6 happens, you see exactly what just happened. Tarek gets the stun. Ezreal gets a guaranteed QR, basically.
And they got the flash burned on the.
Okay, so we have Echo coming around here. Oh, but let's take a look at top lane, and Warwick is dead. Okay, well, Warwick is very, very squishy. A lot of people don't realize that, because if you see him burn his fear, you're basically dead. As Warwick, like
he doesn't get tankier till later, a lot later in the game.
Well, his ability, his taunt actually makes him tanky temporarily.
Reduces damage.
It makes him extremely tanky.
That's like 30%.
Yeah,
or something like that?
That's why you build. Tiamat in the beginning, because Tiamat helps you lane clear. Also gives you the auto attack reset in the jungle.
You see that ultimate from Vigar here. He wants it.
Yeah, honestly, it probably would have killed. But Saber Kompach is playing a little bit safer, I guess. And he's also up a pretty extreme amount of CS for the mid lane matchup. Echo is definitely by no means a bad wave clear.
So, right now, every single lane on Ravenous 5 is winning in CS right now.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
So we have they have almost a 2K gold lead at the 11-minute mark, which is pretty significant for this early in the game, without there being any major team fights. Really, it's just all been picks. We're gonna see a fight. Diana Echo throws his Q out.
I don't know why
they just back off.
I had all these fixed and then they messed
Oh,
up.
here comes the Ash arrow. Does it hit? Oh, it just whiffs by.
That was weird. I had all of these things down here fixed, and then it like auto reset on me. Whatever. All right, so Diana just rewards. I think this Echo is not exactly understanding what a Vigar stun does. He just walked into it and took free damage.
I think he's relying too much on his ultimate to save him. Honestly.
Okay, so we're looking at a gank here. Ezreal did blow his E. He probably should have just waited a second there because Diana literally could have just walked around and
he'll get it back up fast enough with his just his Q passive, getting that cooldown reduced. Warwick's down in bot too. We're probably gonna see a fight there.
Yeah, we're seeing a gank coming in.
They see
him,
him.
I believe. Okay, so Diana's gonna collapse here. As long as Warwick gets this stun off, he's basically all but dead. Wow, he gets the flash out there. That's still not a bad trade for Red Side at all. I mean, they can basically dive this Ashe right now if they really want to.
They're probably gonna make the call for it because they know Warwick backed off.
Yeah, so as long as they just keep auto attacking this turret, Vigar is gonna be coming down, and you're gonna see. Oh, wow, Diana goes right in and gets the double stun off.
We're chasing down the Warwick. Vigar's got the...
one auto.
There we go.
All right.
Echo's coming in. Backs off.
This is almost a perfect play.
Does Echo get the stun?
Misses the stun, but Echo's ult is still behind him, so he's going to have to ult right about now. Yep.
Yep, there it is.
And
the exhaust coming out from Tarek.
Wow, the double stun, and he goes in for it. Wow, what a great play by everyone involved there. They had a really great...
random Ash arrow.
So when Diana got ulted, she took about 4 of the turret shots, so that was just about perfect for them. They should be able to get this turret without any issue. I think that they're making the incorrect call here by not just getting the turret. There we go. So somebody on their team just called for that 100%.
They're gonna have to back off. I think they should get. Yeah, they got it. That's gonna be first turret.
Yeah, that is first turret. So 102 to 91 up here. I think that this lane matchup probably gets pretty bad for Wukong, just because of the fact that Malphite's going to be stacking health and armor unless Wukong were to rush BC, and I still don't think that would win in the lane. But Wukong can definitely shred through Malphite eventually.
Well, I played a decent amount of Malphite, so they changed Malphite while his shield's up, he actually has 300% armor.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so while his shield is up, you have to break through 10% of his health on his shield, and then he just has retarded armor to begin with. So it's just a really bad matchup for Wukong, unfortunately. So he's playing it right, just kind of playing back, playing passive, just kind of farming where he can. He's up by 10 CS top lane, so I think he's doing his job. He's not.
I think we're gonna see a dead Echo here.
Oh, definitely.
Vigar does have flash, so I'm assuming he doesn't want to burn it. Unfortunately, he's about to get collapsed on, so he needs to make a decision. Okay, he made the right call there. He's going to get Nami stunned, and then Warwick's probably going to ult into them, but for some reason we see that not happening. Keenan Saber Kumquat is probably dead here. Oh, but he almost gets the kill. Okay, so Ezreal needs to keep pushing. Unfortunately, there's not really any other lane for them to push a collapse on, but there is a free dragon right here, and they need to just go for that right now. So Diana pushed mid out, that's fine, and now they're going to go for dragon.
Yeah, they're making that call. That's a smart call because they know all of them back from that last fight, so now's the perfect time to take that Infernal Drake for them, and that's going to be a huge boost. They're up. What was that? 5,000 gold right now.
So it looks like Diana is going for.
He's got the large rod, and what are the new items with the large rod that she would pick up? Because I know they added those 4 or 5 new AP items. And I forget what built it into
Only thing
what
I'm
now.
gonna say, so large rod or Rabadons, I still believe builds into it. It's double needless now, so she could be building Rabadons, but I'm not quite sure.
Ludens, maybe?
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, there's the Malphite ult. Are they gonna? they get the
unfortunately.
Vigar for the Terror ult.
Yeah,
goes
that was a great
Ezreal
play.
comes in.
You're seeing a significant lack of Ezreal damage going on right now.
Diana comes in with a pick. Oh, second pick?
Oh, Diana.
Almost. Second pick.
Gets it. Now this is
Malphite.
basically free for Diana at this point. She's just gonna
Ash is doing
mollywop
damage,
through
though.
them.
Well, watch out.
Great
and
shield
then
by Tarek.
back off. Ends up being a 2-for-1 for Ravenous 5, right?
Yeah. Warwick just. Did Warwick die there? I
Yeah.
don't believe.
No, Warwick.
Yeah.
It was the Echo and the Nami.
I'm sorry. Did
both-
Wukong die there?
No, Wukong,
Yeah, Wukong was just farming
he
top.
He wasn't even there.
Yeah. So if you have Wukong in that fight was just over
Yeah,
to
you get a
begin with.
Wukong in there. But,
I do not think
That
Ash.
was-
I do not think Ash should really be staying here. She almost definitely has enough gold.
But that was a double kill pickup for the Diana. So that Diana's 4-0-3 right now. Just rolling right along, getting super fed right along with that Vigar on their team. Or Vigar.
Oh yeah, you get this ward, Diana.
Good ward kill. All right. So let's see some of the. What are some of the? Are there any? Is that all the build pass on all the champions pretty standard here? Echo still doesn't even have his first item yet. He's still working on his looking towards his gunblade. He still doesn't even have that at this 18-minute mark here. Actually, neither does. Oh wait, now Ash has Hurricane. Vigar burns his ultimate on the Echo. Echo just barely lives, as Echo also burns his ult to save himself.
Yeah, so we're looking at a 5k gold lead on the mid laner. It's about a 2,000 gold lead, and then about a 1,200 gold lead on Ezreal versus their 80 carry. So this is getting pretty bad, especially the Warwick. A 2,000 gold lead. Difference between basically Diana completing a full Rabadons in comparison to the Warwick who only has Titanic Hydra.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty bad.
Some good poke from the Ezreal
Yeah.
there.
We're approaching a 6k gold lead as well, not to mention the fact that they have an Infernal Drake.
Now, the good thing that League of Lawyers has going in for him right now is this Malphite's actually really tanky right now. Like,
Yeah,
they don't have a,
unfortunately,
Malphite ult going
okay,
in,
so doing
Terran ult
that
popped.
doesn't really do anything. They had no follow-up. Ash was not there. Ash is the only one that's really doing damage for their team right now. You see that Echo has not even completed his first item yet, and we're looking at a pretty bad
Ash Air coming in.
happenstance
Oh,
for.
that's a long stun.
Ezreal does have flash. He's
Tarek
going to
gets a
most
good
likely
ult.
flash out here. Oh, but he gets insta-killed by the Echo.
Wukong ult
And then we have the
coming in.
Wukong ult coming in, doing tons of damage. Tons of damage. Okay, and then we have the Malphite, who is going to live there. I do not think that
Yeah, he didn't need to
Wukong
burn
necessarily
his
needed to
flash.
flash there. It actually probably would have been better to bait. Because of the fact that Vicar could have just one-shot them. But
Diana picks
and there
up
we have
kills in the
Diana
back.
coming in. Oh my God, going
So
for the
close.
insane plays.
Vigar picks up another kill in the Ash. They're just going to start shoving down mid here. Now, Baron's up in 10 seconds. I don't think they're going to make the rotation for it. Like, I don't think they're going to do. I don't think they can do it.
Actually, I do
But
think they can
do
do it
you
if they
think- do
if they
you
want
think
to.
they'll make the call
If
for
they
it?
want to, they could go for it. Unfortunately, they're going to be up in like 8 seconds, and then you have the
they're
combination.
They're Ezreal's bot lane as well.
Yeah,
right
so
now,
there's
too.
just not really a point in doing it.
They're going to steal away this blue buff, though.
Yeah, I mean,
to the
whenever you're
Vigar.
up, you need to be stealing the enemy jungle camps just to further hurt the jungler. Generally,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you're ahead, the
absolutely.
jungler's behind to begin with, and that is just going to be totally brutal for them.
That Q poke on Vigar just. Not
I mean,
really,
Vigar
it's
is up to
hard poke.
8,100 gold in comparison to
How
Echo's
much, how much
5,500.
AP? He's at 450 AP right now at the 20-minute mark. That is hefty.
Yes, it
And
is.
he doesn't even have his Rabadons yet. What's that next item he's looking to go for?
Oh, Vigar?
Yeah, for Vigar.
It looks like Vigar is
Void Staff?
going for a Yeah,
yeah, there you go, the
going
Void
for a
Staff.
Void Staff. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. So the reason that you go Void Staff is obviously because Vygar gets passive AP,
With that magic
and
pen.
now he's at 507 AP. So any ability that he was doing that was being blocked at all by their MR is basically going to be shredded and deal almost true damage. And this is going to start to get really, really scary for the enemy team. Vygar can basically one-shot anyone on their team. Maybe not Malphite, but it would be pretty close.
And this poor Echo, man, he's still hasn't built that Gunblade yet. He's still working on getting his first item. He's got tier 2 boots finally, but still working on getting Gunblade.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Now Dragon just came up, which is another Infernal. Is that no? It's a Mountain Drake. So looks like they're making the rotation to start that up. Diana's backing right now, but she'll probably just start heading straight for that Dragon.
Yeah, so I think Tarek and them are getting ready to start this.
Ash visions it out. See, they
I mean, it
haven't
really
started
doesn't
yet.
even matter if they do get vision on it. They have basically no. They have a choice here. They can try and go for a fight, but unfortunately, I don't think they're ever going to win one. So they basically just need to turtle and hope for the best. The problem is their team comp doesn't get any better. This is it. I mean, Warwick gets a little bit tankier and Malphite can get tankier, but I mean, we're at a point right now where you're looking at a mid laner and a jungler that are just egregiously fed in comparison to their respective lane opponents. So I just think that this is going to be almost a free win for game one for R5.
The only real way that League of Lawyers can start making a comeback is if they find just a pick on someone just randomly, horribly out of rotation.
Yeah,
and
I
just
mean,
out of the
you
open.
would need 4 picks before this becomes a game that is like even approaching a level of like
'Cause they
equality.
They need to get a pick and then take a tower off
It's
of it. Or
over a
something like
10k gold lead on top of the 4 tower lead. I mean, this is just getting insane. And then you have Diana just coming
Diana's
in, just like
just
saying,
in the base,
"Yep,
wrecking
this
the
is me.
Malphite."
I'm gonna keep killing you." And
Oh.
there we have the Malphite all the way there. For some reason, we have them rotating. We really need Ezreal and Tarek to be going on this turret here.
They're making the call. Oh wow!
Yeah, so Diana's going
This
a little bit
is,
crazy here.
These are the picks. These are the picks I'm talking about.
Yeah,
these are
Wukong still does have ult. I mean,
I think
Wukong is
still
invulnerable
gonna
now.
go. The
And then we have
Vygar.
Vygar coming in, gets the stun off, gonna one-shot this Warwick. Just
Bye.
absolutely insane.
Bye.
Bye-bye, indeed. And Ashe ult, that is gonna go on for days.
Just almost got the.
They are
Wukong
doing
with
a
Ashe
decent
ult.
job at defending, but that's mainly because it feels like R5 is just memeing a little bit here.
Oh.
And
Echo
is going to get this kill on Ezreal,
No.
maybe? Oh, no, he does
Wow.
not.
they gonna get the-
And I don't even know. It went from 0 to hero there. Vygar,
Ashe is like,
that
"I
is
got
Vygar.
this," and then just
This is
deleted.
Vygar, folks. He is a meme. He's a memer.
Yeah. Let's see. Even the Malphite, yeah, he's just chunking. Even their big tanks.
Saber Kumquat is just going to stay here until the end of time.
Oh yeah. And anything bad comes up, he just throws up his stun and just can
Yeah,
zone
he's
and
also
walk
got
away.
Seraph's Embrace, so he's going to be getting 429 damage absorption from that, on top of the fact that I believe he has around 1,600 health, so he's going to be fine on that. He's basically as tanky as Warwick right now, who has 1,900 health.
Yep. They're gonna catch this Warwick out right here. Yep. Did he burn his? I think the Warwick just burned his flash as well. So that's the flash down on Warwick, and the pick.
I have to wait for this to be over.
So they're going to be pushing up the inhib turret here on top lane. So let the siege begin. I think they're just backing off. They have no way of really contesting it. So they're going to get down this inhib.
This is brutal. And I think we're about to see the end of the game here.
They're going to have one final stand potentially.
Yeah, what do they really have to stand for, though?
If I was R5, I wouldn't bunch up like that, though.
Yeah,
even with the Malphite
this
on the
is...
team.
I mean, look at that. Echo just
Ooh.
took half of his health.
2 ult, Tarek ult coming in, invulnerables, or invuns, 3 people on the team. R5, all of R5 still up.
And there we have.
there's-
Oh my lord. Vygar does a little bit of damage here.
Bing, bang, boom. That's a win for R5. Pretty heartily. 50k gold to 33k gold at the end of that game. Yeah, R5 moves on our winners bracket.
Let's look at this here. Damage chart, we've got 28,000 to. I mean, Tarek did about as much damage as their Warwick.
Yep. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
All right, let's.
So R5 will move on to the next round in the winners bracket, and League of Warriors will move on down and play their next game in the losers bracket.
No, this is best of 3, so we're going to see.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're going to see some more fun here.
Now, the great thing about this is that now League of Warriors is like, okay, we're banning Vygar. We're going to ban Diana because we now know that those guys are really good at those champions because obviously they didn't know before. I don't think they did their research.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're just seeing a level of outclass that is.
Oh, there's obviously a skill difference as well.
Yeah.
But I think just with them in the first game not banning those champions, I mean, with the Diana was smartest, you could easily just go on OPGG, look up his account, and then you could find out that he exclusively plays Diana almost.
Yeah, I don't think Saber Kumquat is going to have trouble playing another mid laner, and I also think the fact that most likely they're either going to keep with their standard bans by R5, or they're just going to ban out the existing players that did decently. I mean, if you ban out that guy's Echo, you know, what else does he have to play? We don't know. But yeah, we'll see how this ends up. And we're just waiting on these friends to invite their friends.
I don't think it's spelled like that.
Oh, he's already in here.
Oh, okay.
Come on, boys, get in here. Let's see another game.
Do we have anything going on in our Twitch chat right now?
No, we just had somebody comment about the fact that the champ order was incorrect, and that's about it.
Oh, nice.
You can pull it up here on that
that
other. But I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, I see.
Impure fools. Fear me. Ignorant thralls. Do not deny me.
Your judgment is clouded. Seek clarity.
Right.
It's about there, right? Dylan?
What?
For the, like, right here? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So we are back in a pick ban. And very interestingly, they give Saber Kumquat his Vigar back. Which I'm flabbergasted. After he just had an amazing game on Vigar, they decided to give him again and use, I guess, Anivia mid. They're just going to try to play really passive, I guess, and just not give kills over to him. And then Ravenous 5 also has, looks like the Vi jungle, Kench support, Ashe AD carry instead of the Ezreal. And Logical looks like he's hovering over the Wukong pick again. Yep, picks that up. And then over on League of Lawyers' side, so we have the Anivia mid against the Vigar. Like I said before, I think they're trying to just go for like really passive play, trying to feed Vigar any kills like they did last game. It's like Volibear jungle, Nami support, Xayah AD carry. Now it's just their top lane pick. See what they go against the Wukong. They had Malphite last game, which worked okay for them, but not that great. Looks like they're picking up the Ornn this game. So that's actually a fairly solid team comp coming out from League of Lawyers, and a honestly random splattering of champions coming out from Ravenous 5. They do have some good pick potential between the Vigar stun, the Vi ultimate, and the Ashe arrow. and decent. Just a team fight start with the Wukong ultimate. But we'll just see, though, what really hurt League of Lawyers in that first game was their laning phase. So I'm looking in the room right now, and I can see them discussing just like, okay, how are we going to deal with basically just not giving kills away early in the game. That's their biggest thing right now, is just play it safe, and they want to just make smart plays. Not give kills away, and make smart plays. I think is right now it should be their first priority. And for Ravenous 5, obviously they had a pretty solid game. Obviously they won the first game pretty handily. I don't think anything really is going to change too much with how they're going to do anything, really. They had the same mid laner with Vigard and Wukong's top again. One that's changing is their jungle with the Vi, and their bot lane with the Ashe and Kench, which is it's a very safe lane. I think that bot lane will be giving away any kills anytime soon. I think it's going to be a pretty passive bot lane. Honestly, I think it's going to be a pretty passive laning phase. It'll all come down to jungle ganks when it comes to getting these kills. We won't see very many solo kills or just lane-only kills this game starting off, I don't think. Now, the interesting thing I haven't seen a whole lot with is with the new Volibear changes on how good it actually is now.
Volibear's busted.
You know? Is he busted right now that
Yeah.
they changed his stuff? Because I know they just straight up buffed his his roar. They just gave him damage on that.
Yeah.
And they buffed his run. His Q.
Gold Bear is a big bear, and he's gonna come to Big Bear's warehouse now.
Come on in, big boy, big warehouse. He's gonna, gonna screw you up.
He's gonna big bear you.
Oh,
So we're seeing mediocre Anivia actually play Anivia. I know Saber Kumquat, he mained Anivia for like 2 years.
I was like, he's
So,
in Clan Bird.
He knows exactly how the character works to the upteenth degree, so I don't think he's gonna really have a problem in that matchup.
Yeah.
As well as the fact that it's sort of just them farming over and over against each other.
That's what I was mentioning that earlier. This lane phase is gonna be a lot of just a farm fest. There's like this. I think it's come down to jungle ganks for early game kills.
Come on down, Big Bear Warehouse.
Big Bear Warehouse. Get your Volibear big boy kills.
My big boy. Yeah, so I have not seen Vi in a couple millennia.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've had Vi in a game. Every now and then I'll randomly play top lane Vi just to goof around, but I see Vi.
Please don't do that. Please, you're hurting the people that you're playing with. You're hurting their feelings by playing top lane Vi. You're hurting their feelings.
It's so much fun though.
Please don't do that.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Please don't do that. It hurts my feelings to hear you say that you play top lane Vi.
Not on the regular.
My feelings are hurt.
You know, get a little sauced up, and I'm like, oh, let's play some Vi. Top lane. It's a fun time. All right, so we're starting the game here. Let's see if there's going to be an invade from either team. I think it's going to be about the same from last game. Yeah, they're just kind of setting up positions here. We got here. Yo, what up, Arrow? Shout out to Arrow watching the stream here. He's a regular Game Arena. Awesome dude. With his own stream as well. I would highly suggest checking him out. Yes, no invade. It looks like we have Volibear starting blue. Vi will also be starting blue. Maybe stealing away red? I don't know. It's weird. Ravenous 5 doesn't have their red buff warded. And Vi's actually invading that right now. And they don't... Ravenous 5 knows nothing. Nothing of Vi. Yeah. No. That's, teams are... Oh! Teams are... Oh.
Oh, yeah, teams are swapped.
Teams are swapped. I was, like, confused for a second. League of Warriors is blue. Ravenous 5 is red. That's right. Okay. So, Ravenous 5 just stole red right from under League of Lawyers' noses there. Noses? Jeez.
I'm gonna show you my noses.
Noses. And we're just let the farm fest begin. As we see here, Ash is doing a little bit of poke.
Yeah, there's just really not much gonna be happening here. I mean, I do think that this lane is favored in the Talia Nami's favor.
But I think it's the same thing as, that's what you said the last game too, and it just, I think it's just chalked up to skill gap, potentially.
Yeah, we're looking at a pretty strong skill gap here. But, I mean, you know, you can still pull it out. At least they're farming pretty fairly. So we've got, like, absolute destruction going on here in the mid lane. You'll notice that they're just farming.
Farming away.
Yeah.
And then Vi's down there at her Raptors, heading into the river, maybe for
Yeah, he gets the word off here. I mean, he's going to be able to get his own right off now, so he's going to have red pretty much like almost 6 minutes into the game, so we're going to be good on that front. Do you need something?
Well, take away the red. So they actually, I believe Ravenous 5 just pinged out Volibear, so they know he's top lane. So that means the Ashe and Kench down bot lane can keep pushed and pressure without having to worry about a Volibear gank, which is nice for them. They're just keeping them zoned off of it completely right now.
Yeah, there's not much happening at the moment. I mean, they're farming basically almost completely evenly, and I mean, blue team's up 400 gold, but I mean that's just because the waves aren't in yet. I mean, they're farming a little bit better than their respective lane opponents, but.
And now with this game as well, we're not going to see as much early emphasis on the dragon probably because it's just a cloud drake for the first drake. So I wouldn't think there would be it's not going to be a hotly contested drake. Unlike last game where getting the infernal early is huge.
As a jungler, I mean, anytime you can cheese a dragon, it's
yeah,
just about worth it.
Yeah.
Volibear is definitely someone that can cheese dragons. And Vi is also somebody that can cheese dragons. Level 4, if you have your jungle item, you can basically do it as long as you have double smite. Unfortunately, it's pretty risky. I mean, if you have the jungle deep warded on this red side here, like if you had a ward placed like here and then like one right here, then you pretty much know that like as Vi you could jump over the wall or etc. But I don't think that they're gonna be cheesing dragon at all. But solo queue games, it's great because you get free gold and.
I always hate it when it's. Oh, I love it on my team when it happens. I'm like, oh, nice, the jungle's sneaking that, and then it just always feels bad when the other team sneaks one away from you.
Yeah, so this
Volibear sitting in that mid bot bush, but I think he's gonna be warded out by the Vigar there. Yeah, he is. Heading back into his jungle.
Yeah, we're just not seeing much happen here.
Top lane, they're just we have just trading blows back and forth, just farming up, just like every other lane.
Look at that free 46 gold.
Tasty.
Yeah, I definitely think Ornn wins this matchup. I see no way in which Wukong would ever win this.
Yeah, no. Wukong
We also
just,
see Wukong being played again, so I have a feeling if R5 moves on to the next round and winners, I have a feeling the Wukong's probably going to get banned out, just because, you know, why? I mean, you have two choices, right? You either just like know that Wukong is probably his best champion to play on, and you understand that like Wukong really isn't that great of a champion, so why not just let him play it and sort of like hinder their team comp because he could be playing something else, like something that's more of a tank.
right.
Or you can just, you know, ban it out, maybe putting on something extremely uncomfortable for him, and then he starts losing lane significantly. But right now, he's feeding. I mean, he's not feeding. He's just, you know, keeping it even.
Also, Enraged Gamers, this is game number 2. R5 took the first game. Actually, I'm going to throw that up there. So this is 0-0. And I believe if you want to see the bracket, it is up on Smash GG.
Yeah, bracket is up right now. If you type in ! bracket, it
Wukong
should come up for you.
He's got to make up his mind.
He
gets it.
is. Wow, that was a
the
great
Volibear
flash reset.
comes in,
Unfortunately, he's
though.
going to die for that.
But
But he did get first
though.
blood, yeah. Plus the assist. So, I mean, we're approaching a 500 gold lead, which isn't significant at all, but it's something.
It's a trade. See some action.
Yeah, so we've got Saber Homecart coming back into lane. He's actually down 15 gold to the Vigar, and he's already half health. That was a really good play there by the Anivia.
Because the Niva's got blue buff. The Nivea doesn't have to worry about
Yeah,
any
so this
mana
lane's
issues
getting
right now.
pushed in like constantly. I think we really need to see Vi focus a little bit more. Focus on more on maybe possibly like diving for this. Unfortunately, we have the Talia, which is now level 6, so that's not really a possibility. But Volibear could come in and gank this basically anytime. So
They don't have it worded. They have it worded out right
they
now,
do have this worded, but this is nothing for a Volibear coming in and just, you know, tossing you up and biting you. Because he's a big bear. Big bear warehouse. You know.
Anivia doing the classic Anivia farming. I always playing Anivia find that so satisfying. Just throw down your circle and just
Yeah,
clear the wave.
Anivia hitting stun is actually insanely hard. Like trying to pick up that character and play it consistently is not easy.
Oh yeah. The only pro I know that I watch every now and then that does it really well is
Froggen is obviously really good at it. Ooh, we're seeing a tussle going on down here in the bot lane. And that is
I got the stun.
Yeah, that is a ton of damage coming in. I mean, they are
catch is just gonna heal back a bunch
they
of
are winning
damage.
this lane pretty easily now, post 6. I mean,
Got the Ashe up 10 gold as
yeah.
well, or not 10 gold,
The
10 CS.
the Ashe ult into Tom's stun / eat is gonna be really sick in team fights.
Ashe is out of mana right now, though, so that's kind of
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the stun's out of the
Ooh,
question.
that's what I like to see.
Ooh,
I like
yeah,
to
we
see
talked about
the
dragon.
ballsy dragons.
You just got. Oh, here comes the Nami though. Is she gonna?
Yeah, she
see that?
unfortunately did not see that. It's a little bit underworded. You might be able to see the edge of the dragon. I'm not quite sure,
Or
but
do you know how to? I mean, I don't know off the top of my head either. How to
yeah,
change the
I don't know
vision?
off the top of my head. I'm gonna look at the hotkeys
Yeah.
after this, but
Oh yeah, you can actually see it on the mini map there. Their vision, and yeah, they actually weren't able to see it. It's just a bad word.
yeah, just barely there.
Genie would have put it deeper.
So yeah, you know, top lane's still even in farm. We've got basically Vigar is back to even in farm there. He was losing like almost 15 CS, but he's basically brought that back to even. I have a feeling Anivia went back and Vigar pushed the lane in and he missed some CS there.
Yeah. I think the Anivia pickup by League of Lawyers is just really smart on their part, because even if Vigar gets off a full combo, then the Anivia egg comes up,
Yeah,
and
I'll
he's
be
just
back in 1 second.
completely countered, which is great. Oh, the Anivia goes for some damage, gets out-traded a little bit. Back to farming. Got bot lane backing here with the Ashe and Kench going back. Potentially Volibear invading the bot jungle here. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna take control of the camera here. What settings do you have this mouse on? Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was some damage. Holy crap. Saber Kumquat going down the Vigar with the Nami ult into a Nivea ultimate plus Wombo ice damage combo with the E and stun. Top lane being pushed in some here. Let's see how well Illogical picks up this CS. It seems like he's doing fine with that. Yeah. Gets the cannon minion. This is that one. Should get the other two. Yeah. An invade from Vi. Backs off after she sees the Ornn. Oh boy. There's the egg. Egg popped. I think he's going to be saved though. Yeah. So they pop the egg. Oh, Ash stun. Holy crap. That's going to be huge. Dodges the Vi Q. Oh, wow. Nivea dodging the Vi dash and then getting locked down by the Nami under tower. That was just an unnecessary dive by the Vi there. Getting a little greedy. So that puts actually the Nivea at 2-0-0 right now. Still even CS, but up 2 kills, which is huge. And then the one good thing though that Ravenous 5 has going for him right now is their bot lane is constantly pushing up and is up in CS right now as well by about 25. But Ravenous 5, the top lane slowly for League of Lawyers is pulling ahead. Oh, wow, I missed that down in mid lane. Oh. Yep. We had a couple kills come in. We had a Nami and Nivea got a kill on...
Apologies
on
for that. I had to
Vigar.
run and do something.
So
okay, we're back in the game.
Nami and Nivea got a kill on Vigar, but actually they just answered right...
Yeah, it looks like
Vigar
they
just
traded.
answered right back a couple minutes later.
Okay, so we've got them doing Herald here. Yeah, so soloing Herald is actually really easy. I wish they would make it more difficult because all you have to do is basically hit his back, dodge that, obviously. His empowered arm does a significant amount of damage, but as long as you walk around here, there's really...
Herald doesn't do damage. That's the problem.
So I think you should be required to two-man it, in my opinion, just because of the fact that, like, there are some junglers that their movement options are a little bit better, and they can do Herald extremely easily. Like Vi is somebody that can do it extremely easily. And like you should be forcing your top laner to be coming down to do it. I think in general you shouldn't be able to solo the objectives, but
Dragon I kind of understand. I think Dragon's okay where it is potentially, but yeah, Herald I think needs to be a little tougher. So Wukong,
yeah,
Wukong's sitting in that top bush right there in the river. I don't know if they're trying to try to siege down mid turret with the Herald potentially. The turret's at half health.
Yeah,
so that'd be an easy Herald just to.
So right now, what really needs to be happening here is you need bot lane to basically be pushing mid, and then just have Wukong push either lane. It really doesn't matter.
Because actually, the bot lane on Ravenous 5 is the furthest ahead. Ash is up 45.
If you really want to as well, so in these situations you could also you basically just have both of the single solo laners just be pushing the side lanes while they push mid, and you have Wukong stay around the mid lane as well to get into those skirmishes. Because Vigar actually isn't like that terrible at pushing. His wave clear is pretty good.
Throws his dark matter on
And his auto
auto
tech's not terrible either. So we're in a situation right now where it looks like they kind of want a team fight. Red team kind of wants a team fight, or at least like stay around this dragon. But you also have Vi, who still has Rift Herald, correct?
Sorry?
Or did Vi use Rift Herald?
No, I think Vi's still holding on to it.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
Vi's
if she still has
holding
that,
on to
then
it.
they basically can get this with the Mountain Drink. You do 10% damage. On top of the fact you get Rift Herald, so this mid lane is basically gone as long as they play it correctly.
They're going to take away that Mountain
And
Drake.
it looks like he's trying to get a little bit of free damage off there. He gets stunned, but
Oh.
yeah, and that is the answer right there. Vygar can play so aggressively as long as Tom Kinch is within 2 character frames.
Man, bench the Kench.
Yeah, and we had Wukong memeing a little bit there. He stood still, pretending like he was...
Oh, I loved it. That's so much
Yeah.
fun to do.
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure. I think Vi
Oh.
wants to wait here and go...
Wha-pow.
Oh, wow. And that is
Pow.
a dead... Oh, my
We got a
God,
fight
look
going
at
on
this.
mid here, too. Ash Arrow coming out.
Yeah, that was a great Ash Arrow, actually. And Anivia is
Popping the
all
egg. That
but
egg's gone, though.
dead. Yes. And Vi comes in
Wow.
as well. This is a perfect play. No
Ooh.
deaths across the
That
board.
is a
I
ace.
think Vi should really just summon the Herald right now, and they can get double turrets if
There
they
it
really
is.
want to.
Yep.
I think this is going to be 2 turrets. I don't think they can do anything about it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that was a
And they
great
don't
play.
even-
that really opened up the game there. I mean, there's
And
just
Herald doesn't even burn its health on the first turret. It gets it all for the
yeah,
second.
they could actually
Ooh.
go for another if they really want to here. They're going to get at least half damage.
Nah, I think they got it.
If Vygar can get a stun off on somebody here, or Vygar's ult should be
No, they
up
got
here
it.
in like 30 seconds, and they get it off.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
Vi's going to go in and get the kill
Ooh, that
on the
damage.
Talia. Oh, my God.
I need to play me
Or
some-
on the
I need
Zaya.
to
I
play
don't
me
know why I
some
keep saying
Vi.
Talia.
Oh, there's that Anivia damage though coming in.
Yeah.
With the ultimate.
Okay, so Vi right
They're all
now
really low.
is
They need to start backing off.
insanely strong. I mean, just doing so much damage. So I mean, you don't see much Vi play just because of the fact that
Oh,
like
that was
she
bad.
needs
Oh.
at least a Phage and a Stalker's Blade, and that's what she has right now. And because of the fact that they're not even 20 minutes into the game, she's just shredding through the opponents.
It's such a huge power spike.
Yeah.
And they get it that early.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see if Vi goes for Black Cleaver, goes for Triforce. Triforce obviously like the stronger of the two, but it takes a little bit longer to build. Some people opt to go for the Black Cleaver. It really depends.
Yeah.
Making Vi look good. So let's look at the gold here. We've got roughly 1,200 gold lead on the mid laner.
Well, League of Lawyers is lacking right now is just objective pushing.
A 2,000 gold lead, so almost a full item on the 80 carries. And we're looking about the same thing with the Vi. So Vi has a significant amount of gold right now. And it's just not looking very good for League of Lawyers.
That one kill that Volibear has happened. That was the first blood kill very early in the game. And really, Volibear hasn't done a whole lot throughout the rest of the game. He's just kind of been around. Same thing with the Anivia as well. Anivia did start off the game 2-0, or 2-0-0, but now Anivia's picked up 2 deaths.
And we're looking at
a dive on this
almost
turret?
kill there. Yeah, I mean, they can basically just get this turret for free. I see no reason for... If Wukong wants to go in, they
Ash Arrow isn't up,
have
though,
vision
as
on
well.
Volibear and Zaya, so they can get this turret and basically just keep pushing in. And we're looking at a double push here, and... They're forced 3-man mid or 3 top lane, and now we have Vi. There's absolutely no reason Vi cannot just dive them if they really choose to. I think that they're just going to get the turret and then immediately go on them. And we're looking at most likely a double kill, if not a triple kill for this up here on the top lane. It gets the exhaust, gets the double kill. Wow, and
there's that
on
turret
both
there.
sides, and then you have the Ornn dying as well. I mean, this is just not looking good at all for League of Lawyers.
Well, I was just shoving down the Nexus turrets
Yeah,
here.
gives
You got
absolutely
the, got the
no
super minions
cares.
coming in. Ash backing them up with the
Yeah.
Wukong.
This is looking like
And
a
they're
clean
stuck in
2-0.
top lane because they can't back because the Vygar's pushing them down. Are they just going to win right off this push here? It looks like it. It looks like it's going to be, yep. Looks like Ravenous 5 is going to take the series here 2-0 against League of Lawyers. A good second game, though. I think it was a lot better for League of Lawyers than their first game. They fought back a lot more. Had some good plays, but it was a good first 2 games.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I'd like to see a little bit more of even of a game here, but I mean,
I think we'll see some more as the day goes on. We get closer to like the finals.
Yeah. So the winning team gets to face arguably the best team here, the #1 seed.
Is that the one you're talking about? Has the challenger mid laner?
No. So that is actually another team. That team has a challenger mid laner and then basically just a bunch of friends that he's playing with.
Okay.
But yeah. So Amanda's team. Her team is actually probably the most organized team here.
Is that her right there in the chat?
Yeah, KYS Amanda.
I called Shelly a guy. Well, my apologies.
Well then, Amanda's upset, and that's
know.
all right. But I don't know. Okay. So, but yeah, no, I think the next game is going to be significantly closer. On top of the fact that I have a feeling that a lot of these people don't play with each other on a consistent basis. So, Saber Kumquat and them, they're a little bit lucky because they have played a few 5s pre-mades together and they understand, how each other are playing. But from that, it was just a clear outclass of skill in terms of solo laners, and the junglers were completely outmatched.
My guess would be League of Lawyers. They're just a bunch of guys like playing League of Legends. Not super crazy competitive with, and probably didn't practice a whole lot of games as a 5s team. So
Yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here and wait on the next match, and we'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Hi.